get you the ROI from AI. And Dr. Jeff is in the building tonight.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube live, I am Dr. Jeff Bullock, founder and CEO for Prism AI Consultants. Today's topic is stop using AI for content creation. Do this instead, even though we are using AI for content creation, but how we're going to do it and how we're going to check it. So really should be like, stop using AI for content creation without checking it. Do this instead. And that is what we're going to show today. What will be the best practices and how to get that ROI from AI. I am going to share. All right, so today we're going to start with the ChatGPT. So the content creation piece, number one thing I would say is that I'm seeing a lot from a client standpoint as we're doing, using social media and making content and whatnot. People are doing it, but they're not getting a clear plan based off of what they do. They're not asking AI what is going to actually convert, what is going to act, whatever their goal is for the content. They're just creating things, and you really need to start with a clear strategy, a clear plan. So we're going to do that and see what that looks like. So we'll always talk to it. Hey, what's going on? So this is Dr. Jeff, and I am doing a YouTube live currently. And right now, the title is Stop Using AI for Content Creation Without Checking. Do this instead. So I wanted to show off the plan in which somebody could create content for social media. And we're going to use Prism as an example, PRISM. So for example, if you could please, since you know me, what would you say would be a good plan of action from a social media standpoint for Prism? And we're going to focus the goal on client acquisition. How many social media channels should I be on? This is Dr. Jeff. And how often should I be posting? And what should be my anything else that I need to know to be successful with my goal? All right, so y'all saw how I'm talking to it and not typing for the most part. So that is step one, is giving it clear direction. All right, not a content for vanity plan. This frames the whole live. Most people using AI to post more, be everywhere, sound smarter. That does not convert. And it said Prism's audience is, now, I'm using Prism because I'm giving an example since it knows who I am. I'm using ChatGPT because that's my primary large language model of choice. Whatever yours is, so maybe yours is Claude. Claude has a memory feature. You do need to turn it on, but Claude has a memory feature. If it's ChatGPT, then it's automatically turned on. Well, they have a new setting. So just real quick, where you click on your settings in the lower left-hand corner, and then you click on personalization, and then here is your memory, and then reference browser memories. So right now, I don't really use Atlas, but you can turn that on as well. So Atlas memories, that's the browser for ChatGPT. And then we have reference record history. So that's why. So that's why we're doing it in here. So my audience, business owners, executives, consultants, and service professionals with money. They want certainty. So core strategy, if it's client acquisition, so y'all saw in my prompt, specifically talked about client acquisition. So that was my goal. I say 50 plus hours a month and make AI usable immediately. Strategy is be unavoidable in 1 or 2 places where buyers already trust you, not everywhere. So, number 1, LinkedIn. Got to be non-negotiable. Secondary, YouTube, which I'm on right now. Everything else only if repurposed. So, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, only if repurposed. No original thinking, no strategy, energy spent. If it does not touch LinkedIn or YouTube, it does not exist. So that's mine. So that right there will automatically help many people who are struggling with 5, 6, 7 platforms. Are you really supposed to be on? Maybe you are. I don't know your business, but I would probably say maybe not, especially if you're not actively, if you don't have a whole bunch of time or a whole bunch of money. Are you actually nurturing all those channels? So that's where we start. Everything else only for purpose. Posting frequency. So LinkedIn 2 to 5 times a week. YouTube live is ideal, 20 to 45 minutes. So my lives are 30 minutes every Thursday. So come on in, drop on in every Thursday. The content framework. This is the do this instead part. So stop using AI to write posts, create content ideas, sound professional, use AI to extract insight from your thinking, turn real conversations into content, so on and so forth. Okay, so the point of this is I asked it to come up with what my strategy should be. That was step 1. Now, I've done this before, so they already kind of knew my strategy. But what I encourage you to do is push back if there's something in here that doesn't seem right, or if you have any questions, and you would ask that. My clients save $50 to $100 per month. They generate revenue and save massive amounts of time and make their life easier when they know how to use AI. So that's me. Okay, so then now the next step is, all right, so if I'm making a post, how do I do that? Okay, so the next thing then is if I'm doing a post, what does that look like? So LinkedIn is my number 1 area. How would I actually what's a good post? Give me a post that's going to convert. Now we're going to go to a different prompting strategy here. In this one, we're going to use multiple AIs. So we're actually going to use 2 strategies. One is use multiple AIs, and then the second one is to stress test with a self-critique. So stress test with self-critique means I'm going to have this grade itself out of a 10 and based off of what my goals are. So I'm sure this post is decent, but is it a 10 out of 10? I don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Could you please grade your post, self-evaluate, grade this post out of 10 and tell me how you think it did. All right, so 8.7. Strong converting posts, why it scores high and where it could be sharpened. So scroll stopping powers, okay. Authority and insight, okay. So it's given why you thought it was good, but what's wrong with it? Doesn't have a vivid mini story, surprising metric, sharp metaphor, a single unforgettable line. So what's my next step? Turn it into a 10. Hey, could you please turn this into a 10 for me? Thank you. So now it's giving me a 10 out of 10 Prism LinkedIn post for client acquisition. So now what I'll do is I'll take this. So now it's time for the second part of the strategy, which is I stress tested it here. So now I'm going to grab this and put it into Claude. That's my second one. So now I'm using Claude. You can use Gemini. You just need to use you can use Perplexity. You just need to use a different AI tool to see how it does. So I'm going to paste that in there. And I'm going to ask it to grade out of 10. Hey, what's going on, Claude? If you could please grade this post out of a 10. The goal is to convert clients. This is Dr. Jeff with Prism. ChatGPT as well. But whoa, what is that? 6 out of 10. But ChatGPT just self-tested it and gave it a 10 out of 10. What's going on? So now what are we going to do here? We're going to take the results from here and we're going to put it into ChatGPT and we're going to see what's going on. Hey ChatGPT, I just put this into Claude, my other trusted AI, and it graded your post significantly different than you. What are your thoughts? The goal is we're all working together here for the greater good. So I want the best post. So be honest. You see how it says like, hey, you see how it picked up like, hey, JT, not ChatGPT? It's okay. I'm not going to change it. I'll leave it be. It understands. I pasted that whole thing in there. This is a great moment. Claude's critique's not wrong. It's just optimized for a slightly different conversion philosophy. Claude is directionally correct on several points, but the 6 out of 10 is too harsh for the audience you're targeting. Okay. So then it said where Claude's right. Then it said where Claude's not, where it's not so much right. So this is great for ChatGPT to see a different perspective. I'm not a social media expert. I'm not a LinkedIn expert, but Claude and ChatGPT are. And they're both working for my business. So now it gives me a final synthesized 10 out of 10, honest grade 9.8 out of 10. That's fine. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it back into Claude and say, how about now? This is chat's response. Copied and paste. Now I'm in the same thread. So it can see how it was doing. So now it says the original one actually wasn't a 6 out of 10. It was a 7.5 out of 10 because ChatGPT was very clear in its framework. So that first one wasn't as bad as it thought, but it still wasn't a 10 out of 10. ChatGPT synthesis, 9.8 out of 10. Suggested rewrite, still not there. So now I want, okay, give me a 10 out of 10 post, please. So for those people who just say, oh, you could just go ahead and just ask for a post and it'll give it to you just like that. Yeah, it will. But is it to your audience? Is it to your goal? Is it to your liking? That takes more time. And this is a great framework in which to do that. So now I'm going to take this and we're going to go back to chat and we're going to say, okay, this is what Claude said. Your thoughts. So then you might say, Jeff, well, how long do we do this? How long do we go back and forth? Until we get a consensus. We go back and forth until we're all three, me, Claude, and ChatGPT, agree that we got the best post, and that's the one that goes out. But that's not the last step. That's the one that goes out, and then we'll do the next step after that. All right, so Claude's version is legitimately that. So sounds like they like it. One micro adjustment. I'm not trying to get it. I like just if I get at least a 9 out of 10, I'm okay. So it seems like Claude's version will work. So Claude wins because ChatGPT said, "Yep, their version is like a 9 out of 10." So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're going to ask Claude actually to come up with an infographic for us, or the best graphic that is going to also convert with this. And we're going to put that into Gemini and ChatGPT, because with LinkedIn and all these social medias, it's not enough to just be good posts. You need to have a good post and you need to have some engagement from a visual standpoint. And with AI tools and where we are with them, you can get that in many different ways. So let's go ahead and get an infographic. We're actually going to do 3 different ways. We're going to do an infographic, we're going to do a diagram, and we're going to do a song. All right, so this is great. If you could please, I'm going to create an infographic to go along with this post because, hey, in this day and age, it's all about images and videos now. So if you could you please give me the best visual diagram or infographic. You're not going to actually give me the infographic. You're going to tell the AI how to make it. So pick which one you feel like is best, and then give the specific instructions on how to make it or what to put in it. I'm going to copy and paste that into the other AI that's going to actually create the graphic. Thank you very much. And the graphic needs to be a 10 out of 10. I don't like a whole bunch of wordy stuff. FYI. All right, so I just prompted in here telling it what I wanted. I wanted to create the directions for the infographic. So I'm using Claude as my strategist, my creative director, so to speak, and it is giving the directions on what to do. Once it's finished, I am going to now put this into two AI tools. I'm going to put it into ChatGPT as well as Gemini. We'll start with ChatGPT. And I'm going to say, okay, please create this image. And I paste. And then we'll see if it's created image. Perfect. So now I'm going to take this same thing. I don't even have to type anything. I'm just going to go now to Gemini. And create images. You can do this for free. Just click on Pro and click on image. And then I'm just going to paste because I already told it to create the image. So now it's loading Nano Banana Pro. So we'll see the difference between the two, between ChatGPT and Nano Banana Pro, to see what we come up with. Once we have our images, we're going to also check those with Claude or ChatGPT to see how it did. So Nano Banana is finished. Let's see, did ChatGPT finish? Nope. Even though I went first here, still not done yet, but that's okay. Nano Banana is a little bit faster. So I'm going to copy image, and then I'm going to go to Claude, and I'm going to see how did I do with this image. I'm going to have it self-evaluate, self-critique. So we're going to use the same strategy on this. Hello, could you please grade this image, this infographic out of 10, please? Now, they're the ones that gave the directions for it, so 8.5. Okay. That's fine. I'm not going to, usually I would make it a 10, say make it a 10, tell me what to do, and then I would go back and forth. I'm not going to do that right now, but just know that that is what I would do next, typically. Let's look at this, though, deeper. I didn't do that. So clarity first workflow, most executives, unclear ask, AI events, fills off. Prism workflow, capture thinking by talking. AI amplifies that and then scales perfectly. 100 plus hours saved in 1,000 plus hours saved. I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying this, y'all. I'm serious. Like, if you talk to it, if you use these frameworks, you are going to save gobs of time. Okay. All right. So, all right. So we'll just go ahead and I told you that I wasn't going to do it, but you know, I am. So I just pasted that in here and said make changes. I'm going to say make changes. Make changes, please. Paste that in there with what Claude said, and then we'll see what it comes up. Let's look at ChatGPT's. All right. And actually it looks almost the same. Not as, it's a lot of white space there, but at the end of the day, this can go straight to LinkedIn as well. I think I actually like this one. No, it's up to. They're both pretty good. They're both pretty good on here. So, if you did not know, ChatGPT can do infographics as well. Now you know. If you didn't know before, now you know. All right. So, are we done? Nope. I told you that we were going to also do a song too. So let's see what the Nano Banana sounds fine, feels wrong. Okay. That's what they changed on it. Sounds fine, feels wrong. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go And we're going to ask ChatGPT. Well, you know what? It's just I want to also make sure that you guys know. Just from here, you can also make this move. Like you can have a. I'm going to download this, and I'm going to put it into Midjourney, and we're going to look and see how it animates these that. All right, so I'm going to add image. Now, all the tools I've showed you so far are free. Midjourney is not. Midjourney is $10 a month to use. So I just uploaded that picture, and then I'm on motion. It's on low. I'm just going to send it, and now it's going to animate this animate these images. While that's doing that, though, as we're using AI to make content the right way, now we're going to make a song. Thank you so much. Now I would like to make a song, but not just any song. I need a conversion asset, meaning that the goal is for this song to convert clients. I would like to acquisition. I want people to hear this song and see themselves and want to get on my calendar so that I can help them, if it makes sense. So if you could, in the song, well, you know what? Why don't you tell me what are the kind of things that need to be in the song in order for me to reach my goal? I asked ChatGPT what it thinks it should be in the song from this conversion song. So what should be in it? I have some specific things that I typically like to tell it to do, but you can always just ask. So first, the hard truth about songs that convert: a song will not convert by explaining the service. It converts by doing something much subtler. It makes the listener feel this person understands my problem. They describe my internal world. If they see this, they can probably fix it. That's the job. Think of the song as an emotional case study the listener stars in. 5 non-negotiable of a client acquisition song. And you can do this for any type of thing that you, whatever your goal is, say, hey, my goal is XYZ. What would be the attributes of a song that I can create to do that? Why am I saying that? Why am I talking about songs? Because the platform is free to do it, and music moves emotion, and emotion is how people make decisions. Okay, they use logic to make sense of the decisions that they made, but they make the decision with emotion, and that is lots of psychology and science to back that up. So number one, the listener must be the main character. Song's not about me; it's about the listener. Okay, the narrator, they are the protagonist, and then it goes down to explain that. You must name the invisible pain. The villain is not AI; it's noise. You introduce yourself as the guide, and the ending must be create for emotion, not closure. So now, with all that being said, I'm going to have it make the song. Now, I like 90s throwback R&B, so I make a lot of songs with that hip hop R&B. That's like my favorite genre. So I'll probably do that for this one as well. Thank you so much. Okay, I want to do a. Actually, I want to do an '80s New Jack Swing song with the song structure. So all of the things that you said in here, and you know what the goal is. So I'm pretty sure that the name of the business should be in the song. I think my name may need to be in the song so they can hear. But I don't know if that's not going to do the conversion. Then don't put it in there. All right. Let me answer two big questions you said. Should your name be in a song? Prism should be in a name, must be in a song. Your personal name should not, probably not be. All right, no worries. You know, no problem. Uh, how how New Jack Swing specifically converts. So then it says exactly how it does it. Okay, got the chorus, insight, and now we want to just give me the song. Thank you so much. Now please give me the full song. I'm going to cut and paste in the Suno. It cannot be more than 3,000 characters. And it should be fun and catchy. No hard selling, imprisonment mission once. Your name is not the lyrics, the listener is the hero. Clarity first. Okay. So, also, what I would do after this point is I would then grade this out of 10. Once I got the grade, put it in the Suno. Same thing that we did before. I'm not going to do that now for the interest of time, but that's what I would do. I would run that same type of process again to make sure I have the best. Kind of think of like a sieve to make sure that you're getting the best cream rising to the top. All right, so we're going to grab that. And the platform that we're going to use, Suno. All right, so Suno, I'm going to go to create. Sorry, my computer's going a little bit slow. But the create is that the notes, the music notes. And then we're going to go to custom because you have simple and custom. We're going to paste the lyrics. Take that title, clarity first. Styles. Which is going to be the 80s throwback New Jack Swing. And then create. And in less than 30 seconds, we're going to have 2 radio quality songs that are specific to the target audience, my target audience, and with a clear goal to help try to get people on a discovery call. So yeah, so that's like how we will make that content. So so that's the song. So now we got our song clarity first. So then now you put all this together. So what do we make? So first we came up with we had our post from ChatGPT and Claude. So we spent 15 minutes or so actually making a 10 out of 10 post that is going to convert. and we stress tested as well as self. Once we got that using both ChatGPT and Claude, then we had it come up with at Claude come up with what is the best diagram that is going to go along with the post. So then we got this nice one right here. Great. Clarity first. Awesome. And then from there, we took it back to ChatGPT to get the song, the Clarity First song. So we'll be able to upload the image. We have a song that is specific to it, and we have a post. And you can use that song, you can use that post, you can use that image in other places as well, repurposing. And how we got that song was first we asked ChatGPT, what is the framework for the song that's going to help me reach the goal? And the goal is to convert clients. The thing with AI is you got to be clear to the goal many times. So the job of the human to know what you want. And we don't always know what we want, but that's what you want to work towards. Like, what do you want? What's the goal? And then you ask the AI from a song standpoint, how should it be structured? And then once you gave that, you push back, you put your holes in it, and then you go ahead and we made the song, put it in the Suno, sounded great, new jack swing. Now I'm ready to post everything on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and watch my engagement. So actually, you know what? That first thing we did was find out what our strategy was. So the actual first thing is, what is the strategy, the social media strategy? So you got to start with there, because if you start with just a guess, then you're not going to be as beneficial. If you're just starting with guessing, like, I think I'm supposed to be on Facebook, I think I'm supposed to use AI to find out based off of real data where you're supposed to be, and then we start there. So I thank you. I appreciate you guys' time today for hanging out with me. I would love for you to join me if you like what you saw here. I have a community on school.com, SKOOL, and we do this stuff all the time. Workshops, it is free to join. We currently have 532 members in here now. If you go into the calendar, we have live workshops Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And then every Friday, the Prism Family Meetup, Prism AI University, if you want to learn how to do this stuff. So please join us, have some fun. Let's surf this wave together. And thank you. I appreciate y'all's time. I'm Dr. Jeff. And remember, be nice to yourself. I'm glad you came.